Okay, hello everyone. I am AwesomeAlex99 and welcome back to the channel. I'm going to be doing a live haunted house update today. I asked some people in my Discord and seems like a few of you wanted to see a live one compared to just a video, so I guess that's what I'll be doing. And yeah, and hello to Alpaca Gaming, Halloween fan. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, I guess we'll get started in just 30 seconds here, maybe less. But you can see right here is how the Haunted House is kind of set up this year. It looks pretty cool so far. So yeah, I'm just going to be showing you each part and what I've done so far and plans I have to do for it. And hello to Mr. Cool Pug. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, I guess let's kind of get started here. So as you can see, down the middle, there's one wall, and then there's all these different walls that go in like certain spots that kind of make it like you have to walk through kind of this year. Last year, what we kind of had was you'd enter on that side and you just kind of like walk in around and then around there, and there wasn't really too many walls. There's just the one wall in the middle and tinier walls on the side. But this year, it's really a lot cooler because we have all these different walls. So it's kind of like you have to walk in between them and makes it a whole lot cooler. So I like that. And it's pretty easy how we hunt up the walls. We just got these ropes right here from Dollarama. They're like $4 for like 50 feet of it, and they hold up really well. So yeah, it's pretty easy to do that. So let's start off by the entrance for the haunted house, which is going to be on the other side this year. So basically the left side. So you enter from here. So if you look out there, you can kind of see. You'll enter on the side by the pumpkin patch there, and then you'll exit on the graveyard side. And I may have another tiny theme out right here in the front yard. I might be doing a kind of like clown tent right there where I'll set up a little tent and have a couple of my clowns in there. But I'm not fully sure if I'll be doing that yet, but it would be cool to do it. But I also like how the clowns are looking in my haunted house. I can see we got Hugs there, and on the other side we got, or no, that's Peekaboo. We got Peekaboo right there, and on the other side we got Hugs. You can kind of see them over there. So I think they fit well into the haunted house, but it would be cool to make a separate theme for each of them in the clown tent. But we're there now. It still looks cool. But this might be the second or the entrance theme for the haunt. This is going to be the hotel lobby type of theme, which I think looks pretty cool already. This is the first thing I started working on. Basically, what this theme has is this little front desk right here, and then we also got Rusty set up right there, and I may add some more stuff around to make it look cooler because you can see the walls are kind of just looking boring right now. It's just like the black stuff on there, so nothing too special, so I might want to add more stuff onto there. But for right now, I think this room has a lot of cool details in it. Like you can see, we got this phone right here, which is awesome. I got for only $6.30 from Bed Bath & Beyond. It was a great find. I've also seen it sold at Walmart this year for $20, but it is pretty cool, which this will basically go off whenever someone walks by, and then they can pick it up or whatever. And of course, we got the skeleton back there. This is the one I got from my neighbors. I have this little like cup that he's holding, which looks awesome. It's like a skull and it's orange. There's also some other details we got on here, like this Halloween bottle and this other one right there, and the spider lamp on the side here. And Mr. Cool Pug said looks amazing. Yeah, this definitely does look pretty cool so far. It's also like this little eyeball. We got a Beetlejuice right back here. He might stay on the table here, but he's pretty cool. And Alpac Gaming said, I have a question about the jumping spider when you're not using it. Should you leave it in retracted or have it already jumped up? I always leave it in the down position, and I have for the past 7 years I've had mine. And mine still works perfectly fine, but I do know lots of people do like to leave theirs in the up position. So I don't really know what's better for it, but yeah, I guess you could always just leave it in either one. Doesn't really matter, but I don't know. It just depends on what you want to do. But getting back over here, we also have these two paintings up here on the wall. These I actually made myself because this year I'm trying to make more custom stuff for the haunted house, which each part does have some of my own like stuff that I made. There's also a lot of stuff that I just bought from stores, of course, but some stuff like these I've actually made. So you can see we got Hugs the Clown and then this creepy guy over here. I was trying to make a skeleton, but then I couldn't really make a good mouth on him, so I just kind of like covered in like black and white paint. So I thought it would look weird like that, but actually turned out kind of good. I kind of like how it looks. But yeah, I guess that's really it for this room. Except let me show you this. I found this at Dollarama. It's this little like walkthrough thing. So it has like this creepy caught the Hanes down, and you basically walk through that. So it's a nice entrance. Also have a couple other of those from a few years ago, but I'm surprised Dollarama still sells those. But after you're in the hotel lobby right here, you're basically going to be entering the Forgotten Toys hallway, which honestly looks so cool so far. You can see we got all these creepy things in here, which all these creepy stuffed animals, they are all custom made. And Elpac Gaming said, that's cool. Yeah, these are all very cool. But we also got Peekaboo Clown right here. I do want to have a few animatronics outside, like I talked about earlier with the clown tent. This would be one of them. So I'm trying to find like spots for them in the haunted house just in case it's raining or it's windy or something happens that won't let me have these outside. So he is going to be right here if the clown tent doesn't work out. And Mr. Cool Pug says, I like your painting. Yeah, thanks. I worked a little while on those, about like an hour for each. So they were a nice project to do. And then right in front of him, there's the zombie baby. I made a shorts video about him that you all liked. But he's a cool one. It would be cool to have more zombie babies in the future, but I don't know. Maybe I'll buy more, maybe I won't. They always look cool. And then I also have the Roman Bear. I was going to have him over in the dining room, but then I realized, wouldn't he fit better in the Forgotten Toys hallway with all the creepy stuffed animals and the Forgotten Toys and everything? So I'm here for now. I could put him back there, but that one is kind of getting a bit filled up with stuff. So I think he might stay here. He won't be blocking the way at all because he doesn't really roam around. His motor still works, so like it still turns the wheels, but he doesn't roam around for some reason, which I find weird. I don't really understand that, but yeah, hopefully I can figure out that. But he'll look pretty cool just right there, so when you walk by, you'll see him. And then there's the Forgotten Toys right at the end, which are these creepy toys inside this toy box that rise up and say some spooky stuff. I also have these Christmas lights I hung up here because this room, I wasn't sure how I was going to add light to it. Like all these other rooms, I have like a lamp right there or in the spider hallway right here, I have like lights there. I'm going to add like a strobe light. But here I wasn't really sure what to do, so I decided to add these Christmas lights, and I tried to turn them on at night, and they look awesome in this room. I really think they add to the scene, and definitely don't make it look too Christmassy. It's still pretty spooky, so yeah, I like how they are and how they light up the room. And yeah, I'm also probably going to add more stuff to the back wall here. And the side walls, I think I might just leave them like this. I think it looks good like that. But the back wall, I might add some more stuff to it. And then coming on over here, this is the spider hallway. This one still has a lot of work to do. We got to hang up all the spider web. There's still a lot more stuff in this little box right here. And I have some like creepy cloth down here that I need to hang up. So still quite a bit of work to do down this hallway. But definitely my favorite thing about here is Mr. Dark Rabbit here this year. So basically, when he's down, he'll be hidden away in this little corner back here, which I never really used. Always just blocked it off, but my dad had the great idea to have him right there, so that's going to be cool. So once you walk past these guys and walk in here, if he wasn't already activated like 30 seconds ago, he'll be in the down position, and then you'll walk by. I'll have a step pad or something here so you don't know, like, I'll have it covered so you don't know that he's here. So once you walk by, he is going to pop up, and he always scares so many people, so that is going to be awesome. Also have like a little strobe light here, which will be shining on him. Or it'll be positioned so it'll be kind of like pointing at his face up there. So in the day, it doesn't look the greatest, but once it's all dark in here, it looks so good with the strobe light just lighting him up. So that will be a great jump scare for the haunt. And then coming down here, here's another custom thing I made. So it's kind of like every room has something custom, and this room, what's custom is the fireplace and mantle I made right here. So down here is a little fireplace. You can see I have these lights here from Costco, which you can see just light up like that. It's like also Christmas ones, but I'll have them on this setting so it fades in and out, and it'll kind of look like there's a fire down there. And Alpaca Gaming said, I can imagine what it will look like in the dark. Yeah, it'll definitely look great having him in the dark and with all the other lights in this room, like the fireplace right there. And these lights up here, so let me show you these. I think I have batteries in them right now, but I found these last year at Halloween Alley. They had them on sale for, I forget what it was. I think it was like $5, but these are cool. Look at those. They're kind of like strobe lights and everything, so that's nice. And there's a sound box up here that makes that like storm sounds. It's pretty nice. I had these in the Spider Hallway last year too. So let's turn them off. Those will be cool. And yeah, they'll go off in a second. And Alpaca Gaming's so cool. Yeah, these lights are very cool. I like how they also have this like little thing on it. Like, yeah, it just kind of looks weird. I don't know what it's supposed to be, but it looks awesome. And then right here above the fireplace on the little mantle we have here, this is the Seen-In skull I got from Halloween Alley this year. If you want them, they have them on clearance for like $5. It's like such a great deal, but it's such a cool skull. Like scenes of Son and everything. Then there's like the little bear on there. Happy Halloween. Then I have these orange lights on here, which will also be hung across this little box right here from Mr. Dark. And basically we'll have this box right here so people don't walk closer to him, because whenever this guy jumps up, if you're not a certain amount of feet back from him, he is just going to hit you. So we have this box right here, so you can stand like right up to this box and you'll be far enough away so he'll just barely touch you. But yeah, they just have these blocks here just for safety kind of. And Mr. Cool Pug says, yes, it's very cool. Thanks. But yeah. And I forgot to show you here in the fireplace, I also have the like little eyeballs and like skulls around it, which is very cool. So let's just turn that off for now. And over here we have this orange shelf again. Last year was at the end here, so when you walk to the end, there'd be the little shelf with all these different like tiny animated themes on it. Like we got the haunted books right there, and we got the creepy skull right here. So it's kind of on the side right here, so it's not going to be a main focus of the Spider Hallway, but it's definitely going to add more to the theme. And Alpaca Gaming said, also do a tour with everything on in the dark. Yeah, I'll definitely do that. I always do a nighttime tour on Halloween night, and then a daytime tour the weekend before. So yeah, I'll definitely have a nighttime tour coming out Halloween night. So get excited for that. And maybe even sooner, but definitely Halloween night. It should be out. But you can see there's also some other stuff on here, like got the little pumpkin, the skull, and I'll definitely add more to it, but this thing's always pretty cool. And then it wouldn't be the spider hallway without the jumping spider. He's my first animatronic and still looks pretty good. The spider web does need to be fixed a bit on him, but he is a great animatronic. So last year we had him in this little corner, but since I'm used as the fireplace and it always seems kind of hidden, I want him more out in the open, so he's going to be right here, and the lights in this hallway are going to illuminate him nicely, so it's going to be awesome. You'll just be walking by and it'll jump up at you. And that's right after Mr. Dark scares you, so it's kind of like a double scare in this hallway, so that's pretty cool. And then you'll walk down here where I have this right here. This is like a tombstone cover for a fog machine, which I got at Halloween City when they used to have in Canada. So basically this, I'm not sure where I'm going to put it yet, but probably either on this side or on the other side. I might have it right at the end right here, so it'll go down here and then through the hallways out to the front. Or I could have it so it goes out the other way, but I feel like it might be cool to have it go out through here, but I'm going to have to try that out to see which way will look better. Or if I want it like closer to the front so it's not in the back themes or whatever. So I'll definitely have to look into that. There's also this guy right here. Still need to find a spot for him, but he's cool. And Alpaca Gaming said, when did they used to have them in Canada, Halloween City? They used to have them back in 2019, I believe, where I live. They had one all the way up north for so many years, and then COVID, they shut down a lot of their stores. And I have seen them brought back in the US, but they haven't brought them back to Canada yet, which kind of sucks because they have some cool animatronics. But yeah, 2019 was the last year I've seen them here in Canada, which sucks. At least there's still Spirit Halloween and Halloween Alley, though. But there's also another Halloween store called the Halloween Store that they had, but COVID also shut that down. But it was kind of like Halloween Alley, but it was like locally owned here where I am. So they didn't have many stores, just the one, but it's sad that those two stores don't have around here anymore. But walking into this room over here, this is going to be the dining room. This one still has a lot of work to be done to it, but it's come on nicely. The pumpkin twins are right in here. There's a couple of these like little shelves, which I'll cover with like black tarp or whatever, and put some stuff on there. Here's the dining room table, which I'm probably going to move the other skeleton into here so we can have one there and then one there, and then the dining room's going to be all cool on the table here. Right now, it's just kind of used for storage for a bunch of stuff, but I'll have it all cleared off and stuff once I get a tablecloth for this, which I need to go to the other Dollarama to get that, because the other day I went to one Dollarama to find a tablecloth, but they were still missing some Halloween stuff, so I got to get back to the other location by me very soon because they had all the Halloween stuff. I know they had the tablecloth, so I'll definitely go back there this weekend, but for now, I'll just put this on here. But this definitely needs a tablecloth because it does not look good without one. And then there's all this other stuff to hang up in here. And then I also have a whole bunch of these I got from Dollarama. They're like these cutouts, which I'll have to put all around the haunted house. So like these walls that kind of seem dead, I'll like put them up onto these. So I'll definitely add more. And there's also this guy up here. We got the lights hanging here to give the room some light, and also have this lamp right here, which I'll probably put on one of these little shelves, just to add more light to the room, because if it's too dark, you're not going to be able to see anything, so definitely got to get more light into some of these rooms. And coming down here, this is the Death Row hallway, which honestly is my favorite hallway so far. I really love how it's coming together. And Alpaca Gaming said, where do you get most of your Halloween stuff? It really depends on what it is. Like animatronics, most of them come from Spirit. But then other decor, like you see, like the chains hanging, the creepy cloth, the sign, the lights, the table stuff, all that, and the smaller animatronics. Most of it comes from either Dollarama or Walmart, just because it's cheaper. But definitely some of it comes from like Lowe's and Rona because they always have their 50% off sale right before Halloween. So I really just get my stuff wherever it's cheapest, or just Spirit Halloween because I love their animatronics. But getting back to the Death Row hallway, it looks pretty cool. I saw this at Dollarama the other day, and I should have bought it because I want another one for this wall. But I'll definitely have to go back to get a second one of these because with one, it looks cool, but then this wall just seems dead. So I'm gonna have to get another one of these for this wall, but basically this will be on this wall, and then there'll be some chains hanging, like more than just the two here. So it's definitely gonna look cool with this. I really love how it looks on the wall right here, and then with the chains. And we also have these lights up here from Lowe's. They kind of like, I don't know, they're kind of weird. They have this little light in it that looks like fire, and there's like blood dripping from it and everything. It's really creepy, but I have a set of them hanging on that side and then a set hanging on that side, and they illuminate the hallway very well. And then, of course, this guy, he doesn't really need much light on him just because his face and hands already light up. But I do have a strobe light right up here that's aimed right at him. So once it's night, he'll be even more lit up and it'll look even creepier. And then down here on the ground, I need to fix this black stuff right there. But I have these footprints right in here, so when you're walking down, you can't step on them. I got those from Dollarama too. But yeah, at the end, Death Row is going to be here. And there's another one of these I got Dollarama a couple of years ago. They don't have this one anymore. They have some new ones. But it looks great. Same thing as the other one. It's kind of like this creepy cloth hang down that you'll walk under. And then you'll enter into the Henry Hustle hallway, which definitely is the most empty right now. Hugs the Clown. This is the other guy I was going to put in the clown tent, which this is where he'll be if the clown tent doesn't work out, which he looks awesome in his like temporary space, just like the Peekaboo Clown. So that's nice. And basically what this hallway is going to be is I'm going to hang a lot of balloons and stuff and streamers going across. And it'll have a whole bunch of just creepy clown-related stuff down it. And at the end, there'll be Henry Hustle, which is an amazing jump scare. So probably like one more jump scare as you're leaving the haunted house. And right before him, if we don't do a clown tent, this guy will be another jump scare right before you exit. So it'll be kind of like another double jump scare. So he'll try and grab you, then you'll walk by him and his head will just pop up. So it'll be pretty creepy. And then we also have the Hane Clown, which will just be hanging on the side. And Alpaca Gaming said, most of your animatronics are jump scares. I wouldn't say most, but I would definitely say a lot of them. Because I definitely like the jump scare animatronics, but then also like a couple in between that are more just like creepy animatronics. But I definitely really love having jump scare animatronics because that's kind of the whole point of a haunted house. Because if it's just a bunch of non-jump scare ones, it's kind of boring. But they're still pretty cool, the non-jump scare ones. And then we have this other thing right up here, which I used to have Creepy Cloth hang down but fell off. But I'll definitely put it back up here because I can't staple it back on, so I'll do that. But then you'll exit into the graveyard right there, which will be cool. And and Mr. Coolbug said, how long does it take you to put up all your stuff? The stuff in the front yard took me a good 5 hours to do. And then all this stuff on the inside to put up like all the walls on the side and in the middle, that probably took an hour and a half. And then to set up all the animatronics in here and put up all the other decorations, that definitely takes probably a good, I don't know, a little while. It definitely seems like it takes long because I slowly put out stuff, but if I were to do it all at once, I could probably do it all in 1 to 2 days. But I guess that's kind of it for the haunted house update, kind of how it's looking so far. I'm definitely going to add so much more stuff to this, so get excited to see tiny updates, post on my YouTube channel, but it'll definitely look so much better once it comes to Halloween night. So I guess that'll be the end of the stream unless you guys have any more questions for me or want to see anything else here in the haunted house. So just tell me in the chat if there's anything else you want to see or ask me. And if not, I guess we'll just end the stream. Okay, so it doesn't seem like you guys really want to see anything else, so I guess that will be the end. So I'll see you on the next live stream. I don't know what it'll be, maybe an animatronic unbox or something. But that's it for today. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.